Hey guys, look at this. So I was searching up stuff about COVID and whatever because me and this person on Instagram are having a little argument about how many people have died, and I accidentally spelled million instead of billion, and they started yelling at me, being all freaked out, being like, "Oh my goodness, you're wrong," and I have to prove you're wrong. But yeah. So look at this. Chinese virologist, whatever that says, I can't read, claims COVID was made in a lab, but U.S. studies do not agree. A Chinese who has reportedly been in hiding over fear of her safety has stepped out onto the public eye again to make the explosive claim that she has scientifically and evidence to prove that COVID-19 was human made in a lab in China, despite American studies refuting the controversial claim. Dr. Li Mengyang, a scientist who says she did some of the earliest research into COVID last year, made the comments Friday during an interview on the British talk show Loose Women, which
Want to know how to get a free phone service and a new tablet?
Here it is.
Q-Link Wireless is a government program giving you
Over the next few months, we'll be celebrating inspirational women from around the world with a series of exclusive interviews. And our first guest today has been making waves internationally after she became a whistleblower on the Chinese government over their handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, back in December, Dr. Li Menyan, a top scientist working in Hong Kong, was tasked with looking into a cluster of virus cases, which we now know to be coronavirus. Determined to share her findings so much, and it was back in December.
And also PhD who work in the University of Hong Kong School of Public Health in the WHO reference lab for both influenza and later the new coronavirus. So basically I work with a bunch of the top coronavirus and also emerging disease experts in the world. And because I had got my 2 degrees from mainland China, and I'm the only one who can speak in Mandarin there, so I'm the one from the core team assigned to go to do the secret investigation about the new pneumonia in Wuhan back to the in December, 31 December last year. So during my investigation, which lasted until twice from early January, end December, early January, to the second time, the mid-January, what I have found is actually report to my supervisor, who's a WHO consultant, but there is no response from WHO and from them because everyone warned me that don't cross the red line and don't keep silence. If not, I will get disappeared. So finally, on 17th January, I know I have to tell it to people because it's urgent. And then I turned to contact a very famous Chinese YouTuber based in US, Mr. Lude, and delivered the 5K pound to him, which was the first time it was told to the world, but it's in Chinese. That is, first, China government was discovering the COVID-19 situation. The second thing is the whole situation is human-to-human transmission already exists. The third thing is SARS-CoV-2 is a high mutant virus and it will become the outbreak soon if no control. The fourth thing is the seafood market in Wuhan and all the intermediate hosts. So also based on my evidence, I work on vaccine and also virology, immunology in the University of Hong Kong. All these things get together clearly shown and now get verified. These are the truths. All the other things are covered up.
Dr. Yang, where does it come from then?
It comes from the lab in Wuhan. And the lab is controlled by China government.
Is it not virtually impossible, though, to definitively prove that?
Yes, actually, I kept doing it from January, even before I leave Hong Kong. At that time, I didn't expose myself. But now my scientific report work with a small group of top scientists in the world in US. It will come to the world soon, very soon, I can tell you. We are going to publish it. There are 2 reports. The first one will come in several days.
Okay.
And it will tell people evidence, all the scientific evidence.
And when you spoke out, did you worry about your safety?
Oh, actually, from the beginning, I decided to deliver this message out. It was very scary at that time, but I know that's the thing I have to do because I'm the doctor, I'm the scientist. I cannot say it happened. I know if I don't tell the truth to the world, I will be regretful and I will lose the capacity for myself to tell the truth in the future. Also, they make up more lies to cover it up, and they control my friend, they control my family, life-threatening things. Finally, everyone has to admit, even I'm not existing. That's like how it happened to Hong Kong. Those people disappeared in the movement from last year. The
Dr.
same
Yang,
thing.
sorry to interrupt. I just wondered, I mean, you've had to now sacrifice your family, your friends. I mean, it's a massive sacrifice to make that you've chosen to do. Can I ask, what made you make that decision?
Okay, so actually, I never thought it will happen. I mean,
Yes.
when I did the secret investigation, I just thought I should respond to my supervisor and they will do the right thing on behalf of the government and also WHO. But what I see by deeply investigation is no one respond to that. People are scared of the government and they are willing to collaborate with China government and WHO to get more benefits, to become safe. But this is something, as I say, urgent. At that time, Chinese New Year time, big transportation from Wuhan to China to all over the world. This is a high contagious, dangerous virus. All these things make me cannot keep silence. I mean, This is for human being, for global health. That's what I have to do. Although faced to the life-threatening, I just want to deliver a message as much as possible before I get disappeared.
Dr. Yang, we're running out of time. I just want to ask you very quickly, can you give us a little sneak exclusive preview of what you're going to publish in a few days? Give us a world exclusive.
Yeah, it's like the genome sequence is like our human fingerprint. So based on this, you can recognize, identify this thing. So I use the evidence exists in the genome sequence of SARS-CoV-2 to tell people why this is come from the lab in China, why they are the only one who made it, and also everyone who even have no biology knowledge.
Right. So, yeah, if you guys were paying attention to that, so yeah, she was talking about that stuff. So she had her former supervisor at Hong Kong School of Public Health Reference Laboratory Health Organization silenced her when she sounded the alarm about human-to-human transmission in last December, which this was posted eight months ago, which means they were talking about in 2019. So right when it happened, she warned them about it spreading and they didn't listen to her, which it did end up spreading just a few months after that. Well, it's not even a few months. In January, it started spreading so much, and it's just crazy. Now she said she's planning to release scientific evidence to prove that the virus was made inside a lab in Wuhan? I don't know how to say it. Critical thing for us to know the origin of the virus. She said, if not, we cannot overcome it. It will be life-threatening for everyone. Which people are already getting the vaccine already. So if the virus goes away, within the next few months, that means they knew how to get rid of it, because it's only been 2 years since COVID has happened. About 2 years, like 2.5 years since COVID has happened, and they're already finding a vaccine for it. They still don't have a vaccine for the flu shot that actually works and doesn't get you sick. Because whenever I get the flu shot, I end up being sick for a whole 2 weeks and thinking I have the flu, but no, it's just a fever that I have for the next 2 weeks. Which is why I don't want to get the COVID shot, because if I get the COVID shot and there's COVID inside that shot, I'm gonna get sick for who knows how long. Because, like, I don't want to get that COVID shot. And there's 2 shots, not even 1, it's 2. Literally, I got some, okay, so even when I got a shot that wasn't flu shot, so there's this shot that they show on TV for commercial saying, oh, go to your doctor and it, like, prevents you from getting cancer or whatever like that, and there's 2 of them. I got 1 of them, and I also got sick for 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with all the shots I be getting, but, like, I get sick every single time I get a shot. Like, I don't know. I'm just glad that my mom isn't forcing us to get shots anymore. Like, before she would, but now, since every time we get sick, we don't, because she doesn't want us getting sick, especially now. But yeah, claimed that her information was wiped from government databases. They deleted all my information, she told Loose Woman, claiming that people have been recruited to spread rumors about me that I am a liar. Literally, didn't they say that she was the one who spread COVID? That she got COVID from eating something and then she spread it? Because I remember seeing a picture of her somewhere and saying, oh, this woman is the woman who spread COVID to everyone. There's no way this virus came from us, Ziming told state media in April. Who is Ziming? Yan Ziming, director of Wuhan Institute of Virology, has previously denied reports that the bug accidentally spread from his facility. That the bug, it's a virus. There's no way the virus came from us, told states in April. I'm assuming April of last year or this year. No, it might have been this year, because this was from 8 months ago. No, it was last year then, if it's 8 months ago, because this would have been in November or December. Meanwhile, Californian scientists published a report of media journal a month earlier mapping out the virus genetic sequence, which they say proves it was not made in a lab. Our analysis clearly shows that SARS-CoV-2 is not a laboratory construct or a purposefully manipulated virus, the researchers wrote. The other Western experts have also dismissed Yan's claim. All the weird things about SARS-CoV-2 are completely consistent with the sort of weirdness that happens in a wild virus. Okay, well, who knows? It could have been man-made. It could have been made in a lab. It's not like someone who makes a virus wants to be known for them making a virus. Like, they could have made the virus, put it somewhere, and then put it somewhere else. They could have traveled like 3 hours away from where they originally put it, and then put it in that place, and then acted as if, oh, it's a random virus that's attacking everyone. And then, since there's always a bunch of people going to like Japan and Africa and all those other places like China and whatever, they could have ended up putting it in someone who wasn't from there, who was visiting, and then spread it to the US. Like, there's no... It's a virus. Viruses aren't easily killed by anything, which is why I am confused about why Lysol says that it kills COVID-19 virus. Because viruses cannot be killed. They can be contained, not killed completely, which is what a teacher in my school, my science teacher, has told me, which I'm not exactly sure if it's 100% true, because none of my teachers are 100% true about what they say. Like, they say something and then they correct themselves without saying they got that wrong. I don't know. But yeah, my science teacher had told me that viruses cannot be killed or made, apparently, which I don't find that to be true. You can definitely make a virus. Like, seriously, just like get sick, cough, and spit in a bag, and then get sick with something else, cough and sick and spit in a bag, take some mold, mix it into that, I don't know, you make a new virus. It should be super easy for scientists to make a new virus. If we can create some type of moldy thing by leaving food out, then I'm pretty sure the scientists can make a virus. Especially in China. China, of all places, they be eating all those random animals. They got all their body parts, all their diseases, all everything. Like, it could have been from an animal, but the thing is, they could have just taken a bunch of sick animals and surgically removed the part of the body that the virus was attacking, and then mixed the viruses or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, like, it would be super easy for scientists to do that. Start awareness. University virologist and an assistant research professor at the institute. One reason why I haven't gone looking for explanations of artificial origins is because we knew something like this was going to happen sooner or later. If they knew it was going to happen sooner or later, maybe they were reading the Bible. Not a lot of scientists do that. Some of them realize that they need the Bible to figure more stuff out. Some of them just read the Bible. They don't say they got themselves stuff from the Bible. The story has been corrected to reflect that U.S. scientists have already come to the conclusion that the virus is not made in a lab. If it wasn't made in a lab, though, how would they already have the cure for it? Like I said, they don't have the cure for a flu shot, for the flu. And it's not even a virus, is it? I'm not sure. Hey Google. Oh wait, I can't use her while I'm recording. Okay. Why'd it bring me to... Oh. What? Remove this. Okay. Sorry, I was searching something up because some stuff is going on. People want to disrespect God and whatever. What is the flu? I probably spelled that wrong. A flue, a duct of smoke waste to get... What? I don't think I've read that right. Flu in a sentence. Flu. Oh, maybe it's that. Flu. There we go. A common viral infection that can be deadly, especially in high-risk groups. Flu attacks lungs, nose, and throat. Young children and adults, pregnant women, and people with chronic diseases or weak immune systems are at high risk. Very common, more than 3 million U.S. cases per year. So what I'm thinking is maybe someone mixed some type of virus with the flu, which is why they already have a shot for it, because they had a flu shot. And even if you take the flu shot, it makes you super sick and like get like a cold or a flu or fever and whatever. And see, partly preventable by vaccine, but it doesn't the lab tests or image rarely required short-term by airborne droplets, cough, sneezes, touch, blanket, or doorknob, kissing, and sharing drinks, skin contact, handshakes, hugs. Symptoms include fevers, chills, muscle aches, coughs, congestion, runny nose, headaches, and don't know what that says. Treatments consist of fluids and active modifications. The fluid is treated primarily with rest and fluid to let the body fight the infection on its own. Over-the-counter anti-inflammatory pain reveals may help with symptoms. Okay, I don't know what it's saying, but look at that. It says something about rest and fluid, and what I'm thinking here is that the COVID is just upgraded flu, because there are some people who have gotten COVID more than once, and they were perfectly fine during the COVID symptoms. Like, they had no COVID symptoms, they didn't feel sick, they didn't seem sick, they did all their normal stuff, and they were like really healthy. They did exercise every single morning and yoga, and they ate healthy and all that. So I'm guessing people who are more active and take care of themselves have a lesser chance of getting the COVID and a lesser chance of getting any symptoms of it, because they did get COVID. It's just the symptoms weren't there. They didn't get any symptoms. Like, their husband got sick and got symptoms, but then they didn't get symptoms, but they were sick, so they didn't understand what was going on, so they went to go get a COVID test because their husband had gotten sick with COVID. So she was trying to figure out why she wasn't getting any symptoms, even though she was near him 24/7. So, yeah. What is COVID vaccine made of? Haven't seen this. COVID-19 research learnings, new vaccine technologies, the pandemic. Alright, how about what is in the vaccines? There we go. If you are fully vaccinated, find new guidance for fully vaccinated people. If you are not, I don't want to get a vaccine. Below are some answers to commonly asked questions about COVID-19 vaccine. If I already had the COVID-19 and recovered, do I still need to get the vaccinated with COVID-19 vaccine? Yes, you should be vaccinated regardless of whether you already have it, because experts do not know yet. No, you're not. Okay, if you get COVID once, you're not protected. It's not like chickenpox or whatever it is that you get it once and you can't get it again. Because there's a person that goes to my church, he said that his friend has already had COVID twice, almost 3 times already. No, either 2 times or 3 times already. So, no, you're not protected from it, which they need to update their stuff, because it says that's because experts do not know how long you are protected from getting sick again after you recovered from COVID-19. Even if you already recovered from 19, it is possible, although rare, that you can be infected with the virus that causes COVID-19 again. It is not rare, it is very common for you to get it again. Is it safe for a child to get COVID-19 vaccine? Yes. Yeah, sure it is. Studies show that COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective. Like, adults and children may have some side effects. After COVID-19 vaccine, this side effect may affect their ability to do daily activities, but they should still go in a few days. Children 12 years and older are now eligible to get the vaccine against COVID-19. Vaccines have been used under the most intensive safety monitoring in U.S. history, including studies in children 12 years and older. Your child cannot get COVID-19 from any COVID vaccine. Okay, well then that wouldn't make sense because when I get the flu shot, I get sick. Well, actually, it could be saying that you might get sick, but it's not going to be COVID. Like how, imagine if you get the flu shot and then you end up getting flu instead of a fever, because for the flu shot, you get a fever. So maybe for COVID, you'll get the flu. Why should my child get vaccinated against COVID? Protect your child from getting COVID-19. Although fewer children have been sick with COVID-19 compared to adults, children can be infected with the virus that causes COVID-19, can get sick from COVID-19, can spread the virus that causes COVID-19 to others. Getting your child vaccinated helps protect your child and family. Vaccination is not recommended for everyone 12 years and older. I am 16 and I am not getting the vaccine. So, see there? It says recommended, not mandatory. So I'm not about to get it. How do I get a vaccine? There are several bases. Yeah, like the corner store, the little pharmacies and whatever like that. Like they're allowed to give us vaccines, really. Oh, look, Johnson & Johnson thing. Have recommended that use of Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 resume in the United States. Seriously? However, younger than 50-year-olds, especially to be aware should be aware of the rare risk of blood clots. Women younger than 50 years old, especially should be aware of the risk of blood clots with low platelets after vaccination, vaccination and are available. A high risk has not been seen. If you receive the Johnson & Johnson, here's what you need to know. Read that. I would recommend not getting the Johnson & Johnson because of that video that has been going around of that girl who got it and was in the hospital literally crying, and apparently her video got taken down a few days later and someone recorded it, so they were able to repost it. So, yeah. Most common side effects. Okay, after getting, you might have some side effects which are normal signs that your body is building protection. Common side effects are pain, redness, swelling in the arm where you received the shot, as well as tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea throughout the rest of the body. These side effects could affect your ability to do daily activities, but they should go away in a few days. Possible side effects: redness, pain, swelling, tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea. Apply clean, cool, wet washcloth over the area. Use or exercise your arm. Reduce discomfort from fever. Look at that. You get a fever when you get the COVID shot. Drink plenty of fluids, dress lightly. When to call the doctor. In most cases, discomfort from pain or fever is a normal sign of your body. If the redness or tenderness where you got the shot gets worse after 24 hours, if your side effects are worrying you or you not seem to be going away after a few days. If you get COVID vaccine and you think you might be having severe allergic reaction after leaving the vaccination site, seek immediate medical care by calling 911. Oh great, they don't even know if people are going to be allergic to it. Can affect your ability to do daily activities, but they should go away after a few days. Okay, but yeah, that's all I gotta say for today. Just be careful when you get the COVID shot, because who knows what it's gonna do to you, and who knows what COVID was made out of, but the people who made it, or the first person to get it. I wonder if the first person to get it is still alive. I should search that up. Who? No, wrong one. Who was the first person to get COVID? First known cases of traced back to November in China. A 55-year-old from whatever that says province in China may have been the first person to have contracted COVID-19, the disease caused by the new coronavirus spreading across the globe. That cases dates back to November 17, 2019. That's more than a month earlier than doctors noted cases in Wuhan, China, which is in Hubei. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, look at that. That's crazy. But I gotta go. See y'all later.